Hi, it's Ashley from Sweet Dreams Bake Shop, and welcome back to my channel where I make a lot of cake and cookie decorating tutorials, as well as give a lot of baking business tips. And in today's video, I am making a bunch of soccer ball cookies. Now, there really wasn't that many soccer ball cookies to make, and let me tell you, I was kind of grateful for that because it's one of those cookie orders that, although seems rather simplistic, especially because you're using a stencil, it can actually be a little bit tedious. And I really wanted to show you a lot of this piping and decorating in real time. I'm sure if you are a cookie decorator, you can relate. And if not, and you just like watching me bake and decorate, which I know a lot of my audience does like to do, then you can just see why you pay your cookie decorator what you pay them. It always amazes me that no matter how many years and hours I accumulate in decorating sugar cookies, there's always that one little thing that can trip me up. I find when it's not a fluid thing like maybe pink and purple and just girly fun designs, I really have to think. I actually placed this stencil on the cookie numerous times before actually deciding to trace it, and having to resize it on the computer was also another project. A fellow local baker on Instagram actually reached out to me and said, hey, I saw your short on your soccer ball sugar cookies, and I have this stencil or this cookie cutter that you can totally borrow so you don't have to go through this again. And that was so kind. But also, I feel like I need to show you guys what you can do when you don't have all of those cutters. Now, I know I have well over 1,000 cookie cutters, but you might be more of the type to want to be minimal because you don't know how many orders you're going to get of My Little Pony, for example. So I do also like to show you what you can do when you're in a pinch. Anyway, usually the first cookie is the most difficult because you kind of have to come up with a system of how you're going to do things. Even when you've made these cookies before, unless you're making them like on a weekly or monthly basis, you sometimes forget how to do something. So you really need to establish a system. And I was really trying to get into all of these indentations and little slits to make sure that I would know exactly where I'm supposed to pipe, because nothing would be worse than starting to pipe and piping the wrong color. And with black and white, it is so unforgivable that you need to get it right the first time. This is me dyeing my royal icing, and truth be told, normally I would use the spout, but for some reason, every single time with my icing colors, if I don't immediately clean off that tip, it dries and then I can no longer squeeze it out. And I'm in the midst of moving, so I really didn't have time to worry about that, so I decided to just go ahead and dump in that black food coloring. I probably overdid it a little bit on the black. You could probably go with a little bit less, but I definitely wanted to make sure that these were black. By the way, I am using the stencil that Daniela's provided, and it is a great stencil, but my brain just could not compute the shapes of things, so I was having to double check and cross-reference with the picture that Daniela provides and make sure that I was actually piping things correctly. So that's why it's taking me, about a year to pipe this first cookie. I'm taking a look back at the computer screen, and then I'm taking a look at my cookie, making sure that everything fits. I also admittedly had a little bit of help with these cookies, so I was also explaining how to actually stencil everything in, because again, the stencil wasn't super straightforward. I didn't make my slits as big as Daniela's does, and I really should have, but I didn't do that. So I really had to get that edible pen right in those corners there to make sure that it would seep through the paper. Let me know down in the comments below, do you guys actually like it when you have a little bit of extra help in the kitchen from somebody that doesn't actually know how to cake or cookie decorate? Or would you prefer that they just stand to the side and let you do your thing? And of course, as we all know, most people that say they would like to help say that they will be your taste testers. So let me know. Do you like a taste tester, or do you like someone that actually helps? I personally like someone that can do a little bit more of those menial tasks, or just tasks that are simple enough, but they take up my time. Things like packaging, in this instance, drawing on the stencil, which I will say is a little bit more difficult than just packaging, but packaging can be difficult too. You have to be very careful with the way that you do things and handle the cookie just right. And I must say, I have been very lucky. Most of my helpers are extra careful. In fact, way more careful than I would be. I feel like I manhandle my creations, but I guess that's also because we know, right, that we can actually fix it if we break it. Though, of course, I want to avoid breakage as much as possible, and I will say that these particular soccer ball cookies were saved from any breakage or many major mistakes. I have been a little bit out of practice with completing orders. As you guys know, I just kind of started going back into it. Then my move is happening right now, so things have been a little bit hectic and a little bit crazy. I feel out of practice with making videos as well. So these cookies actually ended up taking me, I think, around 2 hours to complete start to finish. Now that's getting out all the supplies and that's making everything from start to finish. So it really wasn't that bad, but this is also why I implement a lot of minimums. And the reason that I implement those is because if you think about chocolate chip cookies, for example, or really any other cookie that you consume that doesn't require this much decorating, you can definitely get a lot more done in that 2-hour time period. So for me, I like to implement dollar minimums as opposed to product minimums. For me right now, it's around $200, but I think the more frequently you're making product, you can afford to do things like take on small orders like this, especially if you're just making batch after batch, which makes you a more accessible baker. People will tend to purchase more from you, but sometimes keeping up at that rate can be a little bit exhausting as a home baker. So really doing what's best for you is the key here. By the time I got to this white part for the royal icing, I was super excited because I no longer had to think. All of that black icing being laid down was the thinking part. And it's really important that you do, if you're going to make these soccer ball cookies, do place on your black icing first. If you do it the other way around, then that black icing is going to sit on top of the soccer ball, which, as we know, a soccer ball does not look like that. The lines and the indents lay flatter into the ball. Also, a side note, I know that people, when they go through a separation and divorce, they tend to take on all of these brand new hobbies and do things that they've never done before. One of the things that kind of befell me rather than me reaching out for it was that I have watched more soccer now this year than I ever have in my entire life. So there is a fun fact for you. That's enough of that. Let's get into the juicy part of the video, which is the pricing. Yes, my pricing videos are back because now I'm doing orders again. So, man, inflation has been incredibly difficult, especially when it comes to food products. I don't know about you guys in the States or wherever else you are in the world, but in Canada, a bag of oranges is going for $11 Canadian, like mandarin oranges, small, tiny ones. So my cookie pricing has had to follow suit. So for these cookies, I would charge $5 Canadian per cookie. And of course, just a reminder, implement those minimums if that is not worth it for you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can be part of this sweetie fam. Right now, I'm uploading when I can. I'm in the middle of a move, so things have been a little bit spotty, but I'm hoping to get back on track. I know that you guys have always been here for me. Thank you so much for your support. Any comments, any likes, any interaction with the video is going to help. Thanks. Bye.